Donald Trump calls Joe Biden a very stupid person in blistering attack. Former President Donald Trump has described President Joe Biden as a very stupid person as he continues his campaign for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination. Trump made the remarks during an interview with Wayne Allen Root of conservative network Real America's Voice on July 15, and a clip of his comments shared to Twitter by Patriot Takes on Sunday had been viewed more than 100,000 times by early Monday morning. Russia officially pulls out of Ukraine grain deal. Russia has notified the UN, Turkey and Ukraine that it will not renew a crucial grain deal that allowed Ukraine to export grain through the Black Sea. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said the agreements had reached a de facto end on Monday. The deal let cargo ships pass through the Black Sea from the ports of Odessa, Chornomorsk and Yuzhny Pivdeny. Trump and allies forge plans to increase presidential power in 2025. Donald J. Trump and his allies are planning a sweeping expansion of presidential power over the machinery of government if voters return him to the White House in 2025, reshaping the structure of the executive branch to concentrate far greater authority directly in his hands. UK places fresh sanctions against Kremlin-linked officials. Away from developments in Crimea and the grain deal, the UK has sanctioned 14 people related to what it describes as Moscow's forced deportation of Ukrainian children. The UK's Foreign Secretary James Cleverly has said today that Russia's chilling program of forced child deportation is part of Russian President Vladimir Putin's efforts to wipe Ukraine from the map. He added that the sanctions, which have targeted Russia's ministers for education and culture, among others, would hold to account those who prop up Putin's regime. US, China aim to revive climate cooperation as tensions simmer. The United States and China will look to revive efforts to combat global warming this week, in bilateral meetings that observers hope will raise the bar on ambitions ahead of UN-sponsored climate talks in late 2023. The talks follow two other high-level U.S. visits to China this year, as the world's largest greenhouse gas emitters work to stabilize a relationship strained by trade disputes, military tensions and accusations of spying. Scorching heat waves set to break records around the globe. Unforgiving heat scorched parts of the Northern Hemisphere on Monday, triggering health warnings and fanning wildfires in the latest stark reminder of the effects of global warming. From North America to Europe and Asia, people gulped water and sought shelter from the sweltering heat, as temperatures crept toward record highs. Europe, the globe's fastest warming continent, was bracing for its hottest ever temperature this week on Italy's islands of Sicily and Sardinia, where a high of 48 degrees Celsius, 118 degrees Fahrenheit, is predicted, according to the European Space Agency. Moscow blames Ukraine for new attack on Crimea Bridge. Live updates. Officials in Moscow blamed Ukraine for an apparent attack Monday on a key bridge that connects the occupied Crimean Peninsula with southern Russia and has become a symbol of President Vladimir Putin's rule. It is the second time in less than a year that the 12-mile bridge across the Kerch Strait has come under assault. Russia's investigative committee described Monday's incident as a terrorist attack, and claimed it was carried out by Ukrainian special forces using naval drones. Magnitude 7.2 earthquake south of Sand Point. On July 15, 2023, at 10:48 p.m. Alaska time, a magnitude 7.2 earthquake struck the offshore Alaska Peninsula region, almost 3 years after the magnitude 7.8 Simeonov earthquake occurred in the same region. Jungkook 7 surpasses 30 million streams on Spotify, beating this record by Harry Styles as it was. Jungkook 7 featuring Lato is breaking all records since its debut. To mark its new achievement, it has crossed 30 million Spotify streams, beating Harry Styles. BTS, Jungkook has made history on Spotify with his highly anticipated solo debut 7. It reaches 30 million streams on Spotify within 2 days of its release. Additionally, the music video for 7 achieved another groundbreaking feat, reaching an astonishing 2 million likes on YouTube in a breathtakingly short span of 1 hour and 58 minutes. Taylor Swift becomes first woman to have 4 albums on Billboard's top 10 at once. Taylor Swift is setting some high chart benchmarks with the release of her Speak Now, Taylor's Version album, becoming the first woman to have 4 albums on Billboard top 10 list at once. Her latest release debuted at #1 with the biggest numbers of the year so far for any release. According to Billboard, that's the first time a woman has done that in the entire 6-decade history of there being an album chart, and she's one of only 3 artists to ever accomplish the feat. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry's friend, pays tribute to Jane Birkin. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's friend Miss Harriman has paid a touching tribute to Jane Birkin, the British-born singer and actress who became a style icon in her adopted France. Jane died on Sunday at age of 76. Birkin had been suffering from health problems in recent years that had forced her to cancel concerts. The cause of death and other details were not immediately known. Ariana Grande favors grey tones at Wimbledon 2023 final alongside Jonathan Bailey and Andrew Garfield. Pop superstar Ariana Grande went incognito while attending the 2023 Wimbledon final on Sunday in London. Alongside stars like Andrew Garfield, Tom Hiddleston and Bridgerton actor Jonathan Bailey, she watched the men's singles final match between Serbia's Novak Djokovic and Carlos Alcaraz of Spain. Goldie Hawn reveals why she never married longtime partner Kurt Russell. The actors, who have been together for over 40 years, have always publicly stood firm in their decision to not marry. Goldie Hawn is opening up about why she never wed longtime partner Kurt Russell and voicing her concerns with marriage. When asked in an interview with CNN why she never chose to marry her partner of over 40 years, the 77-year-old posed another question. Why should we get married? Hawn explained that both she and Russell, 72, have been previously married to other people, and she realized that when the relationship doesn't work out, it's always ugly. Oriol Romeu set to join Barcelona from Girona. According to multiple reports in Spain, the deal that will see Oriol Romeu join Barcelona from Girona is basically complete. In fact, Gerard Romeu has confirmed that Romeu is no longer training with Girona, and the former Barca youth player will be unveiled tomorrow, in time for the defensive midfielder to travel with the squad to the USA on Wednesday 19th of July. Mexico regains CONCACAF Gold Cup dominance against a fierce Panama with only 1 goal. The star of the match was Santiago Jimenez, who entered the game after Henry Martin poured all his intention into the field but could not get it done. Jimenez applied his talents in the last minutes of the match and managed an amazing individual play in an open field to break the Canals' luck, who also had a great game. Alcaraz wins Wimbledon in a thrilling comeback against Djokovic. Carlos Alcaraz won his first Wimbledon title and left Novak Djokovic, the overwhelming favorite, with his first finals loss at the All England club in a decade.